Hello, I'm Richard from PowerCopy, and today I'd like to talk about workarounds for a smoother ChatGPT experience. If you're a regular user of ChatGPT, you've probably noticed there are times when it's very slow to respond. There are other times where it gives you some sort of warning message saying that your behaviour is naughty. And generally speaking, a few other little tidbits that will slow down your productivity. And really, AI is all about boosting productivity. And with that in mind, hopefully these workarounds will get you out of a hole should you find yourself in one. You can also keep the productivity ramped up to 11. So let's get on with it. Word counts. Now, when ChatGPT first came on the scene, it couldn't count. If you asked it to write you, say, 300 words on this, or say a 200 word product description, something on those lines, it would be hopeless. It might give you 100, it might give you 500, but it wouldn't give you what you wanted. I don't know if this is something new developed by OpenAI, but I find now if you give it a range, it tends to stay in that range, which is great if you're writing something, say like a meta description or something on those lines. So I'll give you a quick example. So we're going to go write 100 to 150 words on bird watching, please. That's another tip actually, be polite, it seems to respond better. Okay, here it goes. Bird watching, often referred to as birding, is a captivating hobby that connects people with the beauty and intricacies of nature, blah 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 blah. I think you've gone over the 150 words, chat. Or I don't know, maybe not. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it into a Word document. And it's 155 words, so it's only miscounted by 5. Not too bad, could be worse, 5. So yeah, but as you can see, it's a lot more in line with where it should be and a lot more accurate. So give it a range rather than a specific number and you'll probably see better results. You can use URLs to write your social media copy. So what do I mean by that? So here's a blog post I wrote earlier, a few days ago actually. Well worth your time for if you enjoy a good read. And we're going to dump that into ChatGPT. So write a social media post based on this URL. So the post really is about SEO copywriting, and I go into various tricks and detail about it. And so what I'm asking is for ChatGPT to just to do a social media post, which obviously promotes it. You can take this to the nth degree. You can cite a target audience. You can cite what kind of English you want, British English, American English, etc. You can. It's quite good actually. So as you can see, embark on a journey where your brand's voice echoes across the digital landscape. A strategy that is not just heard but felt. So it's not too bad. I'd probably tweak it, but you might not. It doesn't matter. I have one for Twitter. Again, this is a pretty decent time saver. And when you're up a deadline, when you're up against it, we all like time savers. And what it produces isn't rubbish. But all I would say is check it, tweak it. And that really is the whole thing with ChatGPT writing, and it's also with its research. You must check it because it does make mistakes. It's just how it is. But as I said, it can get you out of a hole. It doesn't produce rubbish. So, overall, it's quite impressive. Yeah, when you're using ChatGPT, if you can, you want to try and avoid early office hours American or North American time. So broadly from 2 to 6 p.m. UK time. And the reason for that is because that is the spot where both the 717 million Europeans and the 313 million Americans, I think it's 333 if you factor in Canada as well, are working. So as you can imagine, ChatGPT might melt because of that. But it does slow down. It does tend to produce these crazy error messages, and quite frankly, you just don't need that kind of hassle. So if you can, use ChatGPT earlier in the day if you're in the UK, and a bit later, say if you're in America, because you will find that it'll work faster, you'll be faster, you'll get more work done. Happy days. If you're using the premium version of ChatGPTs, you can also use the different GPTs, which are basically like apps or plugins for a WordPress website. So if you use the Explore GPTs, you can see here you've got these various headings, and depending on what you want to do, choosing the right GPT makes it a lot more efficient, a lot faster, and a lot better. And there's some pretty cool ones. If we go to productivity, you see they've got a lot for things like AI video makers, and I put this one here, Video GPT by V for its paces, and it was pretty good. If I had a bit more time, I could have tweaked it a bit and maybe even used that video to promote one of my books, but I haven't really had a chance to get my teeth into it. But on the surface, at least, it was good and fast. Fast. That's what AI is all about, right? So yeah, so you've got writing. There's lots of writing ones for pro copywriters, SEO writers, SEO blog creator, copywriter, GPT, AI Humanizer Pro, which is meant to bypass AI detection tools. I don't know whether it does. I've never used it. As I said, I do most of my writing myself. But the ones that I have used are hit and miss at best. So maybe if you use this, they'll all be miss. Who knows? Yeah, and one thing as well, if you are using it to write anything, always put it through some sort of plagiarism detector. I'll put a link to one that I use in the description. It's plagiarism.net. I think it's pretty good. Or plagiarismdetector.net, sorry. And it's pretty not too bad. But yeah, use these. And if you're using the free version, you'll find you've got plugins on it. And again, you've got a range, not as good as this, but there is a range of plugins there which could be quite useful. One element of ChatGPT you may want to try is the brainstorming. Normally, I know we have got teams and we all brainstorm with the teams of what we're going to do, how we're going to proceed, etc. But ChatGPT is an extra member of that team, so you might as well use it. So I'll give you a little example. So give me ideas on how to market motorcycles, please. Just an example. I don't have a motorcycle, in case you're wondering. Not even a toy one. Okay, well, multifaceted approach. Yeah, I would agree with that. And selling points. Yeah, lifestyle blogging. So yeah, SEO optimization. Yeah. Okay, nothing groundbreaking, but you could, at least it's a start. If you've been given a brief and it's a bit of a tough one, then this might just give you that nudge to get your creative thinking going. It's something to check out. You can see now it's going into social media, email marketing, PPC ads and remarketing, landing pages. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the end. It's not groundbreaking, but it's not rubbish. And I suppose really that could be ChatGPT's byline. I'm joking. Yeah, so it's it's spitting out ideas. Yeah, and I think I imagine brainstorming is quite an underused bit of ChatGPT. So yeah, use it, see what happens. The other one I like to talk about is when you get the suspicious behaviour message. I'm sure we've all got that for some reason, but yeah, it tells you your behaviour is suspicious. Now normally if you swear at it, it will give you this message. I'm not going to do that now because I just don't want to see it again, but but it can happen for strange reasons. There doesn't seem to be any real rhyme or reason to this. Maybe if you're getting it to draw lots of different images, it's a bit of a prude. If you wanted it to draw a nude image, it might flag that up as suspicious behaviour. And if you get the message, basically it shuts down. ChatGPT will not work for you. But I think there's basically two ways you can get yourself out of this hole. Now, one, if you're using the premium version, is to switch to ChatGPT 3.5, the free version. That often gets you back in the game. It's not as good as Chat GPT 4, doesn't have the features, doesn't have the GPTs, but it's better than nothing. And if you're up against a deadline, or you want to progress a project and you're getting frustrated, that could get you out of the hole. If that doesn't work, I found if you close down ChatGPT and then run a virus scan and then reopen it, 9 times out of 10 it will work. It's something worth a try. I use AVG. I don't know if the specific virus scanner is important, but it does seem to do the job. And there we are. There's some workarounds for you. I hope you find them useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the links below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.